Good morning, children. Today we are going to see few important and very interesting sums in number system. These sums will very well help you for your next grade also. So please listen carefully, step by step all the sums I will explain for you. Let me see the first sum. Find the value of a and b if root 3 minus 1 divided by root 3 plus 1 is equal to a plus b root 3. Let me see how to do the sum. Solution. See here, this problem is root 3 minus 1 divided by root 3 plus 1. I am going to express this in the form of a plus b root 3. See here, in the numerator we have root 3 minus 1. In the denominator we have root 3 plus 1. In that case, in the numerator we have two terms. What are the terms? Root 3 plus 1. So what I am going to do? I am going to multiply and divide by the conjugate root 3 minus 1 divided by root 3 minus 1. When I do like this, see the numerator we have root 3 minus 1 and root 3 minus 1. That can be expressed as root 3 minus 1 the whole square. The denominator, see here, root 3 plus 1 and root 3 minus 1. In that case, we can use that algebraic identity, that is x plus a into x plus a into x minus a is equal to x squared minus a squared. This condition, this algebraic identity only I am going to apply in the denominator. Instead of x, I have root 3. So, root 3 the whole square minus, instead of a, I have 1 here. So, 1 the whole square. What will be the answer? See here, in the numerator we have root 3 minus 1 the whole square. We know the algebraic identity x plus y the whole squared is equal to x squared plus y squared plus 2xy. The same thing I am going to apply here. Root 3 the whole squared plus 1 squared then minus 2 into root 3 into 1. In the denominator I have root 3 and square will be getting cancelled. So, 3 will be 3 and the next term 1 squared is 1. So, what I will get? Here also the square and root will be getting cancelled. So, 3 plus 1 squared is 1 plus 2 root 3 divided by 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. So, finally what I will get? 3 plus 1 is equal to 4 plus 2 root 3 divided by 2. See here, in the numerator I can take 2 as a common factor. So, when I take 2 as a common factor, the balance 2 plus root 3 divided by 2. So, this 2 numerator and denominator 2 will be getting cancelled. The final answer is 2 plus root 3. Sorry, here minus will come. Here 3 plus 1 minus 2 root 3. Here also minus, here also minus, here also minus. So, 2 minus root 3 will come. So, we have to express this in the form of a plus b root 3. So, when I write a plus b root 3 in the form of 2 minus root 3. Now, in the place of a I have, see here, in the place of a I have 2. In the place of b I have minus 1. So, now a is equal to 2, then b is equal to minus 1. Once again I will explain the sum. Please listen carefully. See here, root 3 minus 1 divided by root 3 plus 1. So, if I want to express this equation in the form of a plus b root 3, I have to take conjugate. How to take the conjugate? See, in the denominator I have root 3 plus 1. So, I am going to multiply and divided by root 3 minus 1 and root 3 minus 1. When I multiply in such a way, in the numerator I will have root 3 minus 1 the whole squared. In the denominator I have root 3 the whole squared minus 1 squared. This can be expressed as in the form of x minus y the whole squared is equal to x squared plus y squared minus 2ab. So, when I express x squared is equal to root 3 the whole squared plus instead of y squared 1 squared minus 2 into root 3 into 1. In the denominator root 3 squared minus 1 squared. So, root 3 squared and root will be getting cancelled though. So, I will get 3 and 1 squared is 1. So, 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. In the numerator I have 3 plus 1 that is equal to 4 minus 2 root 3 divided by 2. In both the terms in the numerator, I have the common term 2. So, I have taken the 2 as a common term. The rest I can have 2 minus root 3 divided by 2. So, this 2 and numerator 2 and denominator 2, that common term will be getting cancelled. Then I got 2 minus root 3. See, I have to express, I have to find the value of a and b. The term can be expressed as 2 minus root 3. See, instead of a, I have 2. So, a is equal to 2. In the place of b, I have minus 1. So, b is equal to minus 1. The next sum, find x is equal to 3 plus 2 root 3. Then, whether x plus 1 by x is a rational or irrational number. See here they have given x is equal to 3 plus 2 root 2. First, I am going to find out 1 by x. So, what will happen? 1. In the place of x, I have 3 plus 2 root 2. So, in the denominator, if you have the root number, what we have to take? We have to take the conjugate. We know to take the conjugate. Here, we have plus sign. So, what you will do? You have to take the negative minus. 3 minus 2 root 2 divided by 3 minus 2 root 2. In such case, we have to multiply both the numerator. When you multiply, you will get 3 minus 2 root 2. In the denominator I have, so here 3 plus 2 root 2 and here 3 minus 2 root 2. By using the algebraic identity x plus a into x minus b, we will get 3 squared minus 2 root 2 the whole squared. Then what will be the answer here? The numerator 3 minus 2 root 2 divided by what is 3 square? 3 squared is 9. Let me see how to do the square for 2 root 2, the whole square. That we can be 2, see here, 2 into root 2 into 2 into root 2. When you multiply 2 into 2, I will get 4. Root 2 into root 2 is 2. So, 4 2s are 8. So, I am going to apply 2 root 2 the whole squared is 8 I got. So, I am going to write 9 minus 8. The next, see here, now I got 3 minus 2 root 2 divided by 9 minus 8 is what? That is 1. So 3 minus 2 root 2 by 1 is equal to 3 minus 2 root 2. Now I have to find out what I have to find out. X plus 1 by x I have to find out. What is x? What x plus 1 by x is equal to, x is 3 plus 2 root 2, then plus 3 minus 2 root 2. So here minus 2 root 2 plus 2 root 2 will be getting cancelled. So 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. They ask us whether it is a rational number or irrational number. We have to find out whether x plus 1x is rational or irrational. 6 is the rational number. 6 is the rational number. The next sum. Simplify root of 125 into 5. See here, in this problem, we have to find out the prime factorization. Root 125 is equal to, first we have to find out the prime factorization. What is the prime factorization of 125? So I am going to take 5. So 5 2s are 10, the balance 2. 2 into 5, 25. Again if you go with 5, again I will get 5 5s are 25. So root 25 can be expressed as 5 cube. So root of 5 cube. Then next we have root 5. So let me come to the problem. See here, root of 125 into root 5. This can be expressed as root of 5 cube into root 5. See here, in the root of 5 cube, I can express as 5 squared into 5. The square, if 5 square is there, I can take 1 5 from the root. So 5 will come, then next the remainder 1 5 will be inside the root. So root of 5 cube can be written as 5 root 5. So here 5 root 5 into root 5 is there. So when I multiply this, root 5 and root 5 can be expressed as 5. 5 5s are 25. Once again I will explain. Simplify root of 125 and root 5. 125 can be expressed as root of 5 cube into root 5. When I multiply these two terms, I will get 5 into 5. So the answer is 25. The next one, simplify fourth root of third root of x square. In such a way only we have to read this sum. Fourth root of third root of x square. Let me go with the innermost. We know that x power a, the whole power b can be written as x power a b. I am going to apply this law here. Let me see how to apply this law. See here, we know that root x is equal to x power 1 by 2. Cube root of x is equal to x power 1 by 3. So, I am going to apply here first. I have fourth root of third root of x square. This can be written as x squared into third root, cube root can be written as 1 by 3. 3 can be, you can name it as cube root. So 1 by 3. This 4 can be written as fourth root of. So x power 2 into 1 by 3 into 1 by 4. Now we know the normal multiplication 1 2 is 2, 2 2s are 4 will be getting cancelled. So x power 1 by 6. X power 1 by 6. This can be written as 6th root of x. This can be written as 6th root of x. The next sum. Simplify 4th root of 81 into x power 8 into y power 4 into z power 16. Similarly, 4th root means we have the power of 1 by 4. Let me see 1 by 1 here. Solution. 4th root of this 81 can be expressed as, if you go with the third table, 3 2s are 6, the balance to 21, 7 3s are 21. Again we go with the third table, 9 3s are 27, 3 3s are 9. So this 81 can be expressed as 3 power 4 into x power 8 into y power 4 into z power 16. This can be expressed as 3 power 4 into this 4th root can be multiplied by each and every term. So 1 by 4 into x power 8 into 1 by 4 into y power 4 into 1 by 4 into z power 16 into 1 by 4. This 4 and 4 will be getting cancelled. 1 4 is 4, 8 4 2s are 8. Here 1 4 is 4 will get cancelled. Here 1 4 is 4, 4 4s are 16. So now I will get 3 into x squared into y z power 4. This is the final answer. What is my answer now? 3 into x squared y z power 4. This is the answer. The next sum. Two power 30 plus 2 power 29 divided by 2 power 31 plus 2 power 30 minus 2 power 29. See here, in this problem we have the terms are connected by addition and subtraction. We have to prove it, that is 7 by 10. See, in such case we have to take the common terms outside. How to take? See here, in the first term we have 30. In the first term we have 30 and the second term the power is 29. In third term we have 28. Let me take the simplest power as a common term. For example, let me take 2 power 28, we can take it out as a common term. If you taken 2 power 28 as a common, so here what will happen? 2 power 30 minus 28, because 28 we have taken out. So we have to subtract the power. Then plus 2 power 29 minus 28 plus 2 power 28 minus 28 divided by the next, in the denominator I am going to take 29 is the smallest power. So I am going to take 2 power 29 as the common factor. If I take 2 power 29 in the denominator, what I will get? 2 power 31 minus 29 plus 2 power 30 minus 29 minus 2 power 29 minus 29. So in the numerator I will get this 2 power 28 divided by 2 power 29. In both numerator and denominator, let me check. 2 power 28 minus 30 minus 28, the answer is 2 square, that is equal to 4. The next plus 29 minus 28, that is power 1. So 2 power 1 is equal to 2. Then next 2 power 28 minus 28, that is equal to x power 0. Anything power 0 is 1. So by using this condition, so 2 power 0 is equal to 1 divided by 31 minus 29, that is equal to 2 square, that is 4, plus 30 minus 29 is 1, so that is 2, minus 29 minus 29 is 0. So anything power 0 is 1. So I will write 1. Now let me find the answer. Here 2 power 28, 2 power 29 we have. So this can be subtracted 2 power 28 minus 29 into 4 plus 2, 6, 6 plus 1, 7. Divided by 4 plus 2, 6, 6 minus 1 is 5, 7 by 5. Here 28 minus 29, that is equal to 2 power 1, that is equal to 2 power 28 minus 29. See here, that is negative number, that is minus 1, and 7 by 5. That can be expressed as 2 power minus 1, we can write it as 1 by 2 into 7 by 5, that is equal to 7 by 10. So the final answer is 7 by 10. Once again I will explain shortly in this sum. See here, in the problem we have all the terms are connected by addition and subtraction. So what I am going to do, I am going to take the least common factor outside. So what is in the numerator, the least common factor is 2 power 28. So when I take the least common factor 2 power 28 outside, the balance I have 4 plus 2 plus 1, that is equal to 7. In the denominator, the least common factor is 2 power 29. When I take the least power 2 power 29, the balance I got 5. So when the numerator I have 2 power 28 and the denominator I have 2 power 29. So 28 minus 29, I will get 2 power minus 1. So 2 power minus 1 can be written as 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 into 7 by 5, I will get 7 by 10. The next sum. If x is a positive real number and exponents are rational numbers, then simplify this expression. So very easiest way, see here in this sum, x power b, the whole power b plus c minus a. Similarly, in the denominator, x power c, the whole power b plus c minus c. So we know that in algebraic how to multiply the common terms. I am going to apply the same condition here also. First term I am going to take x power b into b, I will get b squared. X b into b squared, and b into c plus bc, and b into minus a is minus ab. Then in the denominator I have x into, similarly, bc plus c squared minus ac. Then in the next term I have x power, so the x power c squared, c into c squared, c into a plus ca minus cb divided by The same thing for the denominator, you have to multiply AC plus A squared minus AB. The third term, x power A squared plus AB plus minus AC divided by x power AB plus B squared minus BC. See here, the base are same, the powers are different. So what we can do? We can add the powers. This exponent law we know already. If the base are same, the powers are different, we can add the powers. So I am going to apply that rule here. So x power B squared minus BC minus AB, I am going to add these powers in the numerator. What is that? Plus C squared plus AC minus CB plus A squared plus AB minus AC. Similarly, in the denominator also, x power, what we have? BC plus C squared minus AC plus AC plus A squared minus AB plus AB plus B squared minus BC. See, we can cancel the common plus and minus. See here, A minus AB and plus AB will be getting cancelled, and plus AC and minus AC will be getting cancelled. Then here plus will come, BC plus will come. So plus BC and minus BC will be getting cancelled. Similarly, in the denominator, here plus BC, here minus BC will get cancelled. Here AC plus AC minus AC plus AB minus AB will be getting cancelled. If you cancel these things, the balance, what are the terms are there? B squared, C squared, A squared. Similarly, in the denominator, C squared, A squared, B squared. So what I will get now? So what I will get now? X power A squared plus, the power should be in the numerator, plus B squared plus C squared divided by x power A squared plus B squared plus C squared. That we can be getting cancelled, or you can say both will be getting cancelled. We can write it as 1, or we can say x power A squared minus A squared plus B squared minus B squared plus C squared minus C squared. All the terms will be getting cancelled. So x power 0 is equal to 1 we can write, or we can say both the terms are same. Both the numerator and denominator, if both the numerator and denominators are same, directly we can get cancel and we get the answer 1. In this way also we can do, or by this way also we can. Okay children, today we have some important problems in number system. Today I will send you the PDF of number system. Both solution and questions I will send to you. Please copy down in your CW and follow the worksheet also. Thank you children.